Yeah. I'll find somewhere that has really nice ribs. I'll just look for somewhere that has nice ribs. Then.
Somewhere random, like off key. Yeah, even if it's good or not.
But that.
Like,
you have to, innit? Because it's
like Bodine's.
No, what I'm saying that, but there's like you go to the chains of if you've been together for a while, then it's like when it's like, oh, I want to go to.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like on a
early.
date.
You're trying to
show her like
trying to throw a thing.
On spot. This mad is when it's on spot, fam. That's why you should know them, because if she's like, oh, I'm hungry, you're like, what do you feel like?
Yeah, you gotta think quick. What's on the spot? Yeah. Shit, where can I go?
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm here.
You can't just walk around faffing with a...
Like I remember there's this banging ramen restaurant, where in up London, where it's like the banging ramen restaurant where it was proper congested though, but it was kind of small, and you eat in there, and it's like that's where you get good ramen. But then it's like, am I gonna take you here or what's that one? Not wasabi. What's the other one? Wagamama. You know what I mean? It's like you want to go Wagamama if you could find this like place that does the banging ramen.
Yeah. Everyone's
Wagamama, so you'll be like,
just the fact that everyone's gone to this.
I
don't want to go. Yeah.
Why would you take someone to someone like Nando's or?
Yeah. Now if I want Wagamama, it's for me.
It's not a good look, yeah.
But Nando's is something you get at lunch from work, so you can't be like, oh, you want to go Nando's?
It's not special at all. It's like
now we just order it for lunch at work as well. It's mad.
That's Carl's date, man. That's Carl's special date.
Taiwan,
there's a place I know, you know. Portuguese, fam. Portuguese chicken, fam. Straight from Lisbon, fam. Blind phones over. Open your eyes, babes. See the Nando's menu.
And you hear the music. You hear the music in the background.
I know this song. Exclusive, fam.
Oh,
that's funny.
Huh?
Surely you have an amount though.
What, for one date?
The first date.
You can't really put that. You can't put a price on it.
If it's the first date and it's free bills,
can, because then like, where would you
I'm
go?
not going to a place that's free bills.
Why not?
Yeah, but that's determining the price.
That's not within my budget.
You're answering the question.
No, that's not within
what's the most I've spent? I don't think it's been over like.
So that means you wouldn't spend more than
usually I'm
$3.
probably about £50 a head, to be honest. No, not a head.
Bro,
not a head. No, usually I'm about £50 together, about 50, 60.
So 120
together?
Yeah, together.
Oh, per head?
Yeah, so £30 a head. A start on a main, a few drinks.
What?
That's not a lot.
I thought I was expecting like...
For a first date?
Yeah, but...
A starter and a main. Mains are about, what, 15?
She wants dessert, fam. She wants a glass of wine.
Yeah, I've spent like...
But I'm not drinking wine. I'm not drinking wine.
She wants a glass of wine, fam.
See, Andrew the Rabino, bro. Like that, fam.
What's mad is how he started, because he was like, bro, I don't care no more. I want to see about. Bro, you're just doing shit. Would you take it? I think Issa would take it. Issa would take it.
Carl would take it.
No. I would take money from no one.
No, wow. Yeah.
Why you say? I don't take money from no one.
I wouldn't take it.
Why do you say it like that?
Later on in life, that guy would be like, remember when I gave you that pound, fam?
That's insulting.
You never know when you come back.
What are you giving me a pound for?
Yeah, that's
what am I supposed to do with that?
No, I know. Yeah, Issa doesn't even like it when you throw pennies on the floor.
Oh wow.
One of them guys.
So pick it up and put it in his pocket.
Yeah,
shine it as well.
Go and make
You'll clean it. You'll clean it and put it in his pocket. I have jars though for that, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, and I have a little dash in my car when I mess up the petrol. Use for the pennies, innit?
Oh yeah.
I remember that. When he was getting petrol and he went over by 1 penny, he's like, fuck.
I hear it.
It's because
it's annoying because my finger twitches on the thing, yeah. And what's annoying is like you're on like 98, yeah, and then you do it a little and it goes 99. So then when you twitch again, the same twitch. Why did it go by 2?
No, but my instructor used to say that. My instructor was like after 90. It like switches between 1 and 2.
No, they violate, bro.
So
okay.
Because I'm sure my finger is working the same way. It's just like
have to hold
you trying to shake it, bro.
Bro, you have to just firm it and hold it.
That fam, it's not going over, bro.
No, you can't. You can't risk it. You can't risk it. I can't risk it.
Telling you just got to do it.
Because then I'll be like 2-3p over. That's madness. Madness. Only 1p's only, and I keep them in the dash just in case for the failures, man.
Because you keep flopping.
Bronze medals, man.
Welcome back to Giant and Swordfish. I'm Andrew.
I just want to have headphones. You look like you
mine's
only just
not
realised yourself. So you
Nah,
need to
bro.
relax.
Mine's
I'll
not
throw
enough.
this spot in your head.
Mine are on, but I can hear. I'm
Do I sound
You
fine?
can
say something in there.
I'm talking now.
Go closer.
I have to go
There
close.
we are. No, but yeah. Welcome back to Giant and Swordfish. I'm Andrew, and you can probably hear the voices. It's Dane and Ash.
Of course.
What's going on, guys?
I'm beautiful boy. This
You gonna say something?
No, what's going to? But I won't.
Go on, say it. Bro.
That's fine.
Paradise Punch. This is actually the best thing I've tasted all day.
What? Paradise Punch.
Is
Yeah,
that
this clip, so mad.
Is that ad? Yeah.
These drinks, aren't
All that sugar.
yeah,
all
mad
that sugar.
bro. My left eye is vibrating.
That's not a good advert for
My
it.
left eye. For real. Trying to get sued out.
For real. What has been going on? I think we should all get the blood boiling. If I'm not.
What? What was this guy talking about?
Someone pass me this.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Blood boiling.
Let's talk about Purely's plantain crisps. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, not
Wait,
this
say
one.
plantain.
It's a company. Yeah, plantain crisp.
Why are you saying it like that?
For
Plantain.
plantain.
Plantain. Plantain.
Hey, Kyle. Hey, hey.
Why
You
are you,
got number one.
why are you saying like that? Plantain.
Hey, Kyle.
Where you from, Derby?
Hey, tell Andy to say plantain.
Do you know they plantain?
Plantain.
I didn't know because I was just trying to enunciate.
He's a plantain.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Plantain.
He's a
Plantain.
plain pan, fam.
Plantain.
I was enunciating. But basically, there's a brand called Purely. Yeah, and they've made plantain crisp.
Let me see. Wait, is this the one that we know?
Yeah,
We
this
know
is the one
Grace's
that
no?
the one that Ash sent.
Yeah, they
I
won.
haven't
They won a.
seen-
They
They won a
won-
vegan competition.
They won a vegan competition for. Is it what is it for?
Vegan competition. I don't know. UK
Healthy product of the year, best crisp of the year, savory sensations. They called it an amazing crisp, and a new essential invention of like a healthy crisp, essentially.
Yeah.
This was made by.
Do you know their names? I don't know their names.
No, the company's called Purely. That's what it says.
No.
The issue being that this crisp has been around for how long, and it's another appropriation of the culture, which has taken the piss, and it actually kind of really annoyed me.
Grace is the one that we normally see, no?
Is that the one in the clear packet?
Yeah, I think so. Grace does everything.
I don't even know the name of it. That's the thing.
But I feel like
I know what the
low-key-
packet looks like.
These ones have
what
nice
brand-
and
what-
spicy.
You know
It is
plantain
Grace.
chips, yeah, plantain chips, yeah. What brand is it? Grace. Yeah.
Great. All right, shout out Gracie, because I don't even know the name.
Yeah.
How long's Grace
You
been
just-
out?
Yeah, but you just know.
Grace-
I don't know. You
Grace
just know the
is
packet.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah, Grace. They do like most West Indian stuff. Though.
Yeah.
And do they have them in the Sainsbury's?
Yeah.
In the what is it the
Have you seen
the
those?
world
Have you seen
world
these
food?
ones?
Have you seen these ones?
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah, the ones-
I haven't seen it in the shop.
Oh, in the shop.
Oh.
I think they're new. They literally just won it like recently.
no.
And what were you just saying? Like appropriation? Who who made it?
They're made by 3 white people.
Yeah,
Oh.
they made it and skin and teeth. Have
Uncle
you?
Ben's is made by a white man though. They just put a black, but they always do that.
No, but these are made by white people and they're basically claiming
but they don't
the
claim
actual
to be
product.
black.
Yeah,
Just-
Uncle Ben's
just
not saying
stole
we're
it.
black or we made rice.
What? They're not claiming to be black, are they?
They're not claiming to be black. They're just saying they found something new.
No,
A new invention.
What's
They
the same
got
though?
an award for their version, and then. Like,
Oh, and Grace
Grace
didn't.
hasn't got no.
No one knows about
It's
this.
got nothing to do with Grace. They're just claiming they're these new chips, plantain chips.
Yeah,
No, but the thing is, yeah, are those chips actually healthier than Grace's chips though?
I don't think it's about that. The issue is like plantain crisps have been around for a while.
Plantain fams.
Oh,
Doing.
yeah. See, I told you, it's natural. I have to catch him out naturally. See, you try to frame it like he normally says it.
What
Like
the fuck? Where you from?
That's what you doing.
Hey, this guy can't announce shit. How you gonna tell me?
For Carl to be saying that to you, it's bad.
No, how you gonna tell me what he
But
can't
for
announce
Carl
shit?
to be saying that to you, it's bad.
You're fucking up, fam.
That's,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing something wrong, bro.
yeah,
Carl
bro.
saying that. What are you doing?
Anyway,
Plantain.
they basically
But-
have nice and spicy, wild garlic, and there's a green one that I can't
Okay,
see the
I
flavor
understand
for.
now. So you're basically, obviously, they bit the idea.
Yeah.
It's tough because I don't know whether obviously when Grace's and like all the companies that we eat, when they make our crisps, they're not making it to like make it healthy. They're making it as a nice snack. So for them, plantain chips obviously aren't a new invention, but I feel like obviously they've made a healthy plantain chip.
But who said that? It doesn't say anything about being healthier or lower food calorie. I think. What was the fact? I think the idea is. Vegan. I think the idea.
So people assume it. People assume it is.
And I think the idea, the fact is, it's rather than a greasy potato chip, this is a healthy alternative, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, even though this has been around, now you've got this brand that's been marketed, and now it's like boosted with a high price and all that as well.
Yeah, it's that £2 a bag. It's like $1.99 or something.
Mad.
I think these things have been around for time, and they're putting the world food aisle. So how can you put those in the world? Is this not world food then? Should they not put theirs in the world food aisle now? Why would this belong near the Walkers?
It won't be. It'll be next to Walkers.
Yeah, why would
it'll be right next to the popular?
Because there wouldn't be world food because
of how it's branded.
The people who branded it and made it aren't.
But the food itself, the product.
It's the exact. Well, not
no, it's
product,
not. Because they like washed it.
No, what I'm saying, but the product itself is still a world food. It's not grown here.
That's true.
It's imported and everything. How can you go about doing this?
I don't think. I think as long if it's made here, then it's not a world food. Like they can import the goods as long as they make it here. It's still not a world food. I feel like the world foods are what foods that like. They're like I don't think they're. Actually, no, I might be chatting shit.
Are they English though?
No, they must be English.
The three people are they English?
Might be right, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what determines what is a world food. Now that I really think about it, actually, I was talking rubbish.
Wild garlic, nice and spicy.
At the same time, me personally, I wouldn't consider it a world food because a chip isn't really a world food.
It's just whatever's imported.
It's a chip, yeah. Like,
what was that?
It's a chip, like
any company that's not from here.
Yeah, like it's like saying yam chips would be a world food, like or whatever. Like it's not. It's just a yam chip, fam.
No, but if it was like based in like Ghana or something,
then it's world foods. But if like a company like Walkers, like
if they done like what they
like if Walkers did
something English done it,
say Walkers was to be like,
that can't be world food,
it's not world food
because the company's not.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I see it because that almost looks like Walkers to me. Like when I saw it, I was like, right, it looks like a new kind of Walkers pack, and that's. I feel like.
Do you not see a problem though in terms of? Do you feel like it's okay for people to basically, I don't know, go places, see how someone cooks a dish or whatever. Say if you go to some distant region and be like, oh, I like your recipe, market it globally. Do you not have a problem with that?
No.
No?
No. Do you know why?
Explain.
Because I feel like it can kind of almost like I don't know how to explain it. It can almost kind of like recycle. Like the way I see it, all right, they've kind of jumped in and they've kind of established like almost a premium plantain chip. Grace, this plantain chip's obviously still going to cost what it costs. These people, they're going to appeal and they're going to have people buying the plantain chips, but no one's going to want to buy a plantain chip at £2 a bag. And then people will see Grace's plantain chips, and I feel like Grace's company also. I don't feel like Grace's company will lose any money because people who like Grace's, they know what they're buying.
I think the people that like Grace's aren't going to buy these anyway.
Exactly, and the people who don't know about plantain chips don't buy Grace's.
But then,
do you know what I mean? So it's
but I'm
saying now they've been introduced to plantain chips. Now when they're in a random shop where that's not going to be, and look at the plantain chips again, they'll probably pick up.
I don't think that will happen because I don't think if these have been around. I don't think the people that are going to buy these would go to a shop that sells Grace's anyway. I think people. You
just said it's in Sainsbury's, so obviously, like
no, but in terms of the world food, no, but I'm saying like in a main grocery store, if they pick up these, they're not going to go to a random corner shop and find Grace's and be like, oh, let me pick these up now because I've had plantain chips as well.
Nah, but so you're saying you never go to the corner shop.
No, but what I'm saying in terms of like,
not everyone goes to like. I don't feel like.
What I'm saying in terms of how they're marketed, the packaging, and everything, it's sold to I'll say a more westernized audience.
Of course, but
so I don't think the original Grace's would ever appeal.
Yeah, so then why do you think it's an issue then? Because
I think
their target audiences are completely
because
different.
I think for me it's annoying the fact that these ones are probably gonna do better business. Just one, because it's premium on a product that's already being made by someone else, and also because it's more out there for this new bright idea as well. So, and the market's going to be larger for those people. Because for instance, like the people that know about Graces, we buy them, but I think there's a larger audience that will just go down to crisp aisle and pick these up. So they're probably going to do bigger and better on a product that's just been around for long enough, because it's marketed in a way that is kind of appropriated to me.
I definitely get that, but it's like the way, as I said, like I don't feel like they'll, even though it's definitely a bite, their audiences are different. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's just two completely different. The same way you're saying, they won't even really come into contact. Like if, all right, the audience that you're talking about, the Western audience that will go into Sainsbury's and they'll buy it, like the people who already know about Graces, if they're in Sainsbury's, they see Graces, they're buying Graces. If they're in the pawn shop, they're buying Graces. So the way I see it, I don't really feel like they would even cross. Do you know what I mean?
You'd hope not. I don't know.
It can.
You never
it
know,
can.
but you'd
yeah,
hope.
It
You
could
hope it
potentially
would.
happen because they might be like, let me. These ones look kind of more premium. Let me try and get these ones. It can happen, definitely. But
it could drive Graces out. But I don't know.
I don't feel like.
I'm looking at the packet though. Like,
Let me see.
the packet. No, this is the wild garlic flavor. Yeah. So I'm guessing they're giving. That's a different flavor.
What the actual chip looks like?
I can just find pictures of the bags. You might be able to find one if you can.
What's it?
Just type in purely plantain, whatever you want to call it, bro. Chris.
Oh, we're not. Okay. I won't go. We'll start that war, but yeah.
Plantain. Chris, yeah.
You can say it.
But here this review is this review is we're gone bananas over your plantain, Chris.
He's still saying it wrong. It's fine. you never know you're doing it wrong now.
You threw me off, man.
It's a plantain.
It's like we're going bananas.
Like, bro, you don't say like this.
Over your banana snack, Chris.
Say mountain.
Mountain.
Like you don't say mountain.
You know you want it.
Been mountain.
So you can say plantain.
Mountain. Plantain.
Fountain.
You're saying plant. That's why you're saying plant as well. Plantain.
Plantain.
Not plant.
I
Not
always
plant.
say
You say
plant.
plant.
I say plant.
Plantain.
I always say plant. That's how I say plant.
Plant.
I say plant.
Plantain.
I don't say it like that.
Plantain.
Plantain.
What you looking at?
Cuz
Look
loving
at
it.
you, bro.
Cuz loving it, bro. So finally, someone else messes it up.
Mowleys.
What do you say? What do you say?
Plantain.
Oh, yeah, you got plantain. Look.
You say a lot of things wrong.
They don't. What the thing? That's what I'm saying.
Let me see.
Is that what they look like?
That's why I'm kind of confused. Because alright, they have it, but bro.
No, but unlike,
plantain.
no, I'm just saying, like, in terms of how it's sold, like, it
charging £22, fam.
No, I'm just saying, in terms of how it's sold, it says low sugar, high in fiber and potassium, 30% less than a potato crisp. These are things that have just been known and have been around for the longest. So it's not like they're saying we've dried it in a way to make it kind of, we've taken this crisp and made it healthier. They're literally just saying this is something that is a healthier option, and
That's like everyone does that though.
No, but okay, I don't know. I can't compare it to.
Now that I've seen more brands, I feel like this whole argument doesn't make sense.
If someone took, what's that drink you always drink? That sugary one?
The Rhymes one.
Which one?
The little orange one.
The tropic thing.
Tropical vibes.
Yeah, if someone took the tropical vibe,
What I said, Rhymes. Close enough. Vibes and Rhymes.
Yeah, if someone took the tropical vibes, market it in some posh way, saying, "Oh, this is the new blah blah blah." Isn't it like, what the hell? I've been drinking this for time.
See, alright. I would agree with that, but bro, I'm seeing other brands of plantain chips, and I'm sure Purely has seen that also. So I think maybe they've seen all the plantain chips available, and they've just made the healthiest plantain chip. Like,
no, but they don't say they've done anything different to it.
Well, you keep reading me these. So where are you getting these stats? You keep saying
reviews.
I think on the Instagram they blocked out all the comments.
Oh yeah, they blocked out all the comments.
They'll
get a mad hit.
Really?
Yeah, because they said it's a brand new invention. Like,
that's a problem.
Yeah, that whole invention shit
that's a
retarded.
Lie. That's just a straight up lie.
And that's what I think people are annoyed.
You can't just lie and say that.
Yeah, okay. If you're saying it's an invention, it doesn't make sense because you can do a quick Google.
And then it's the fact that they won the award, is it the vegan award for that? And why couldn't Graces win it before?
Because they weren't known. It's just, that's the issue.
Oh, they're vegan? What if they're vegan? I doubt it.
Did Graces enter? Wait, You have to enter these kind of things.
The UK's toughest health food awards.
Is that what it was?
This is what I'm saying. They just made a health. They shouldn't have called it a new invention.
The
That's where they
judges
fucked
include
up.
Dragon's
They should have just said
Den
the
people
healthiest
and
plantain shit. Done.
But they couldn't. No, but they couldn't say that because they couldn't guarantee that. Clearly, they didn't do anything to it to make it the healthiest. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying that would be something. That would be a lie. Yeah, that would be a lie.
Yeah,
They've
okay.
just described why it's a healthier option.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
That's all they've done.
I see what you were reading. So it just says low in sugar, high in fiber and potassium, 30% less fat, and potato crisps. Yeah, it doesn't actually. They're not actually saying like, oh yeah.
Like for me, I think it is an appropriation of the culture.
Yeah.
Fully.
It's that gentrification.
No, I'm just thinking like,
it is,
what if?
It's
Okay,
gentrification
you tell me.
in the
What
food
if?
market.
What if Jamie Oliver, like we said, won an award for his jerk rice?
Yeah, that's taking a minute.
That would be taken.
See, why is that any different?
That's taking a minute.
Because there's not.
Best Western dish. Imagine.
Best Caribbean
Yeah.
rice.
Best. Oh yeah, that's taking a minute. Yeah, that's taking a minute.
But it's because
Best. What's the word? Best urban dish.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh lord.
So what would you know?
They love the word
I don't
urban.
feel like it's the
I bet they
same.
sell it in that. They'll probably sell it in that place
What
that we always walk past
Where?
when we go station. That place. in the
Oh
corner.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I can't say where.
Yeah. I bet they sell it there. Or they put the chips in the bag and be like,
They got the plantain chips ready for the for
Yeah.
the customers. Our new chips. Have you tried these new chips?
Ooh. But I'm just saying,
Plantain.
so you don't think there's a problem with how they've done it?
Saying it's in,
Like, do you feel you have a right to earn? Do you feel like you could stand up in front of a crowd and say that? You could say, yeah, this is new. I've done it.
No way.
It's just
It's
it's
that-
just not a
that I
good
don't
look.
understand.
And then
Yeah.
three white people doing it. It's just like
It makes it look.
Yeah,
worse.
It just doesn't.
You
It's
think
like
they
where's
should've
where
got-
did inspiration come from, guys? Like
Yeah.
where
No,
where are you
it's
getting
true,
this
very
from?
They must have got it from someone. Like, no, like, I would like to hear what they said. Like, did someone say, "Oh, once I bought Grace's," or like, "Oh, I bought a brand and I thought they were really good, and I thought maybe I could put a different kind of flavor on them." Did someone?
But
say
for
that?
them to turn off their comments as well.
Yeah, they knew.
It's like
that
how
they
you
thought-
guys continuing
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
clearly
yeah,
there's
yeah.
this. It's
That's
not a good
mad.
sign. Like what you guys are doing is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
They're taking
It's like morally, how do you continue with your business?
Yeah.
No,
The nice,
actually
the
bad.
nicest,
Knowing you
the
have to-
nicest
I'm
spicy
actually
one.
scrolling through it. They're actually.
The
Are
business.
you on it?
Yeah, I'm like looking
Yeah, they are
through like, all
British.
their stuff.
They are British. The business is based in Birmingham.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's even
see?
worse.
Birmingham.
See,
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
that's not even flipping.
They want it for their nice and spicy as well.
Oh my god.
Nice and
Yeah,
spicy.
it's all mad.
But the thing is, even with this, I have kind of a problem. This annoys me, what McDonald's do. Those fucking burgers, around the world burgers, they're all just bacon and cheeseburgers, bro. And they just give it a different sauce.
Around the world?
Like they do around the world. Right now they got like the French stack,
Oh, I know what you mean.
where it's just got like some ranch
Little
dressing in
promotion.
it. They got an Indian burger.
I expect that from McDonald's. Though.
They got no, but it's stupid though. Like remember they had the Indian chicken burger, yeah, which was they used some kind of naan bread, or you call it naan bread, yeah.
They've always
in a
been doing that,
chicken.
though.
No, but
Yeah.
it annoys me. In the chicken,
They've always been.
They put two.
It's their market.
They
It's
put
marketing
two
for
chicken
them,
fillets,
They
yeah,
don't care.
and they give it some curry sauce. I put that in quotes, yeah, and naan bread. And they also had a Jamaican chicken where they took the same chicken fillets, put a jerk sauce, also in quotes, and they call it a burger. And it's like, that's not Jamaican flavors. That is not Indian flavors. Where are you getting
it's
this from?
McDonald's. So they're always about money. You know. It's
But
different
it's still an
for
appropriation.
them.
No, but it's still an appropriation.
But it's different for them because they'll just
So what's
anything that's
so
going.
what's they
they'll
said
go
Bayesian
for.
flavors?
I wouldn't be surprised if they
Bayesian flavors.
Yeah, and then they put Bayesian things in it.
No, they threw some jerk sauce.
It's
a
McDonald's.
Bayesian grand burger.
I wouldn't be upset.
They do it with things that are really like
Generic and
kind of
stereotypical.
Oh,
Stereotypical,
yeah, and
like-
where they can be varied. Like jerk, everyone has their own variation of jerk, so you can say that. Like
No, but
As long
you
as
can't
you
call
don't
it. No,
jerk
but it's not a
rice.
jerk burger if you just throw some sauce on on a regular chicken strips.
No, but just marketing.
no, but it's
That's a chicken strip burger
just
with
marketing,
some
with
some
jerk
sauce on
sauce.
it. But don't call it a Jamaican burger.
No, but it's got Jamaican flavors in it.
It ain't Jamaican flavors.
To them,
But
to,
to
in
them
Ma-
it
for,
is. It's
for
subjective.
McDonald's
With
standards,
flavours,
that's
what I'm saying. So it's just open. That's why they
you know
do it.
McDonald's will do anything.
I'm just saying.
Anything
I'm
that's
just saying,
relevant,
anything,
they're gonna
I'm
do.
just saying.
Exactly.
I'm just saying anything. It just annoys me when okay, you know they're gonna do that. Yeah.
When
but I'm
World
doing
Cup comes, they change everything to
but
World Cup.
I'm just saying it annoys me when anything kind of
They
just
change with the
takes
weather.
something. It just annoys me when anything takes anything and just they put a generic
Just claim,
slide
yeah,
on
it's
something
business.
and say
It's
this is
business.
it.
Money.
It's just money.
Definitely
At the end of the day, yeah, they'll leech every culture
Yeah,
possible
exactly.
if they could.
And that's what we have with these crisps. Then.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try them?
No, I don't eat plantain crisps.
No,
I don't eat plantain chips anyway.
I've never had them.
I think I just
The Graces, I've never had them.
really.
I've never had
I
them.
don't really eat. Actually, no, tell a lie.
I always see them. Never
If
had
someone's eating them, sometimes I'll.
Aren't they,
I'll
like,
have
hard?
Some. No, some of
Yeah,
them
they
are
are hard.
nice.
them. I've
But
never.
sometimes-
To be honest, I prefer just fresh like fried, or
I might have had it when I was a kid.
Fresh what?
Actually,
I prefer it just like actually done. You can just do it yourself, innit?
Or just cook. Yeah, same. I just cook plantain myself. I'd rather.
I don't have
literally
it like
just
chips
cook
though.
No, not
I
chip.
fry
Yeah.
it plantain.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
eat it. Yeah.
You know what's? There was a video I saw. My laptop's not on.
Oh.
Plantain crumble.
Oh yeah, you do.
It looks so good.
Don't
Yeah.
You shouldn't say that on the podcast, by the way.
Why?
Don't get stolen by Pioli's. They're probably gonna take them.
They
they
can,
want.
it's not my dish. They can steal that if they want it.
Exactly.
It was literally like a big dish of like apple crumble, but then you realize like they lift it up and you saw like the plantain inside. I was like, oh, that looks so good. And then they poured the custard on top.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
must be
god,
mad. That must be
that's
mad.
such a good idea. When I found out, I was like, why has no one
it's
made
true,
that?
you know.
Someone has now.
Yeah, it was on Instagram, so someone made it.
Well, I typed in. It said recipes.
Plantain crumble. I was
Sweet
like,
plantain
oh,
cake
that must
with
be
crumble
nice.
and topping.
Must be mad.
They
Some
call it-
custard,
call it
some nice
They
good
call it
custard.
crumble cake.
What they call it?
Call
Crumble
it
cake.
Plantain cake.
Is actual cake? What is actual cake though? Is it crumble? I'm talking
It
about the
looks
actual
like
crumble.
that's a
Yeah.
cake. That's
I
a
imagine
cake.
the
That's
colours
not
in
a
the
cake.
crumble.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
a
like
cake.
it's not like that. Yeah, it's not like that.
I imagine it looking mad golden and shit.
Yeah.
Like
They-
instead of the apple sauce.
Yeah, I
like,
thought it was gonna be apple and lift up. It was
Yeah.
more yellowish. I was like, ooh.
Do they like cook the plantain first? Do they like fry it? They fry it.
you
First?
must boil it. You must boil it down. Because it looks like it can turn into that.
No, I think it was fried.
Fried and then they
Like that.
Caramelized,
Does it look
yeah.
like that?
Like how you, that's yes, like that. Yeah, like how
yeah,
you do
so it looks
for
like apple.
how you do for apple crumble.
Yeah,
that technique.
That looks like it'll be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like,
That'd be
ooh,
fun.
yeah. If you like plantain, yeah, that must be banging.
Mm. A little bit of custard. A little bit of
I
custard.
definitely look out for that if someone can make that.
Yeah. All right. So where you want to? Dane, you don't think it's appropriation then? No.
Yeah.
You don't.
No, I do. Because it is.
They know what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah, no, they know.
They
I
know
do
what they're doing is
because
wrong.
it is.
That's what annoys me.
Yeah, it's just true. I know. Yeah.
Look at the backlash they've been getting. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
People are not happy with what you're doing.
Mm.
If they come
What
out
was-
with new
what
flavors,
was it? Who else did that? Someone else did that. They literally went to Jamaica, and then they
What?
made a whole.
just came out with a
company.
dish.
Yeah.
oh,
Just come back with the dish.
the fact
Yeah.
they can make
I
companies
don't
out of
even-
it. That's
you know,
crazy.
I hate it when I think
That
of
is so
something and I
crazy.
completely forget
You just
what
come
it
back
is.
with a dish.
Yeah, and then
what
it
you
was
what you
flying.
cooking?
I don't
Joanna,
know.
what you cooking?
Like, he started a company.
With notes. Okay.
Mm,
Scotch
okay.
bonnet. Okay.
Where'd you buy that? in the market.
How much? Okay.
It's a sauce. It's a sauce.
Okay.
It's a sauce. It's a sauce. Or something like that.
They came back. They came
And
back
he-
with a sauce.
Yeah, I think he tasted something out there,
Yeah.
found out kind of the recipe to the sauce,
That's a
came over
thief.
here, and then just.
Because no one else will know. Because no one else will know. You just be.
It's just so like, oh man.
Shit.
To make a company out of it. That's the
he made a whole
worst thing.
company.
Trademark it.
And then the Donny's still living in the shack. Like,
That's
That's what I'm
in
saying.
insane.
other country, fam.
And you know, and the thing is, like, no, the thing is, okay, there's one thing that I'll think, like, if you do that and then you give some of the proceeds to his family, like, you've been like, you know what, thank you for what you done.
What? 2%?
No, I'm saying like, as you just basically pay him, like, he gets something from what you're doing all the time.
No one's doing
At least that's
Because
at least
legally, he can't say nothing anyway. So
he can't say.
the fact that you've done it anyway means
Yeah.
you're not gonna be kind-hearted to do it that anyway.
yeah,
You've
true.
you've
You
sold that
gotta be-
idea.
Yeah, you gotta have.
As soon as you do that, you're guilty.
Yeah.
And it'll just
Yeah,
make
yeah.
you look guilty.
So you just own it and be like, "What are you talking
Just
about?"
like, we talking about? I never met you.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you
I've
imagine?
never been to Jamaica.
Come on, you stayed in my house.
Best
Can you-
photos we've done,
I've never been.
Playing with the kids and everything, bro.
Bad.
No, that's a violation. That is a violation.
This world's messed up, bro.
It is, man. You gotta save your recipes. That's why you never tell anybody your recipes. If you make something that's banging, don't tell people your recipes.
Yeah, write it down, put it in a
Yeah,
book.
that's it.
Yeah,
I got
that's what Levi Roots did though. But
Yeah.
the thing is, but have you read
Been to
Levi
my
Roots'
house
cookbook? Has he?
Has it?
Yeah, he
Before?
came to my house a couple times. He knows
Before?
my dad. I used to do music.
Is it?
Yeah.
But the thing about Levi Roots' cookbook, yeah, I've noticed a lot of the stuff is literally just seasoned food.
It's just seasoned.
It's just seasoned food.
Yeah.
Like it's stuff like
Yeah, it's like just like traditional, like you see at your house.
that's
Yeah.
what-
There's nothing like
no,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
no,
what-
there's
what
no,
we
there's no
talking
recipe. His cookbook, like the
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm
his
thinking,
stuff is branding. It's marketed well.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I see stuff like when it was like
He's marketing.
it was like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like one of the recipes was like seasoned salmon. It was literally stuff you have in your cupboard,
Yeah.
and you just go, you put it on your salmon.
Simple stuff,
And I'm
yeah.
like, that's in the recipe book. Like you can go to any auntie's house,
Yeah.
anything, yeah, that's his book.
But it's
And
marketed.
it's
It's the way he's
market,
branded it. He's
it's
branded
market
it
out
very
there.
well.
But you're just eating that on a daily, just like it's just that's how I
Didn't
eat.
he win Dragon's Den?
Yeah, that's how he
Yeah,
got.
yeah,
That's how he got
yeah.
the thing
So,
for reggae sauce.
Yeah.
Reggae,
Hey, that's how.
reggae sauce.
Yeah, that was his
Yeah.
sauce.
Reggae. And then they made that sauce into everything. They just put it into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon.
But the thing is, the sauce is not going to taste the same when it's mass produced.
Of course, yeah, of course.
That's the thing. It's never going to be.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, we got to throw our chemicals in there.
That's like wasabi. Have you seen it?
No,
It's in like Sainsbury's now and stuff like
the sauce.
that. Wasabi. No.
Oh, the
That
meals.
That actual store. Yeah.
No,
It's in the
man.
box, the same like white boxes and
No,
that.
but have you tried it?
Nah, I don't want to. I saw it. I was like, that's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not
You
the
look-
same.
Yeah.
It look
They
bad.
try and make
You
it
can
look-
probably Google it. You'll see it.
But
You
they try
see
and
the
make,
difference.
they
It's
try and
like,
make it
wow.
look like that though. It's like
Well, have you seen it?
Yeah, the wasabi packaging.
You've actually seen it there. Yeah.
It's in the ready meal aisle.
Yeah, it looks.
ready meals.
Yeah,
Nah.
bro, you just slap it in
It's
the
a ready
microwave.
meal.
And you said, no.
It looks
Slap it in the
wild.
microwave,
I was like,
bro,
what?
that's it. They're like
Try
£4
it,
or £5.
Yeah. That's it.
So it's the
That's
same
the
price
same
as
price as
wasabi.
the real thing. Why are you
Do
going?
like people at your work buying for lunch?
Really?
And they put it in the
I
microwave.
knew it.
Have you tried it?
I knew it.
No. I would never do that.
I haven't had a
It
ready
looks
meal.
nothing like the same.
You never ever.
No.
I haven't had ready meal in about 2 years,
Yeah, I haven't had one.
and I
I've
did it.
definitely-
I
I've
did it by
definitely-
accident.
Definitely had some growing up.
No.
No, I used to eat them, but I used to have them for lunch and stuff for work because I just had no choice, like in the vending machine. But I just stopped, but not on purpose. It's because I started going gym.
I used to remember with Matilda, so I didn't really used to eat them.
Matilda,
Yeah.
what happened to her?
In Matilda, when they're all eating dinner in the front room, and then the dog
Oh,
starts getting mad,
yes.
and they're all eating ready meals, like the thing, and
Yeah.
Scared
that
you.
made me not want- No, it's not just
So why do you still eat chocolate cake? Do you remember that scene?
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I think about
I don't
Matilda
eat
is
Chocolate cake, and then
cake.
you know when she just whacked him over the head with a tray, bro.
yeah. I don't eat cake like that. I'm not really a
That didn't
cake
put me
guy.
off though.
What seeing
I
me
maybe
eat
one.
that
As soon as every time I see it, I always want cake after.
Yeah.
No, man.
I
always want cake.
And the cooking-
When he's
cooking
eating it, he's
best-
like,
Oh,
that-
no,
I'm just like,
mad,
oh,
fam.
but that look nice.
no,
Though.
but look how big it is.
Obviously, until you get sick, obviously, but then
No, I'm saying, look how
Yeah.
big the
it's that
piece.
fudge. It's that
No, it's
fudge
the-
cake.
it's
It's
the-
like,
No, it's the way the
Yeah.
piece. It looked too big, bro. It was
He's like, he's like, eat it. Like, eat it. I was like, that cake looks good though.
Yeah.
that was too much, man.
That was a lot.
I don't know. I love that kind of cake. So
Yeah.
Although Nando's one's nice.
Nando's cake.
I haven't had it.
The
actually.
chocolate fudge cake.
I didn't know Nando's had cake.
It's a double cream.
A lot of them do, you know.
Anytime I ask for it, they go, "Oh, let me check if we got any at the
I know
back."
actually it's good.
They keep it at the back.
Oh,
A lot of them
nice.
have chocolate fudge cakes.
I bet they got it from I bet they get it from like Costco or something. Or
Yeah,
like-
probably.
That might-
because they just say, "Let me see if we got any in the back." Because they probably just ordered a big one. And just-
All the restaurants have the same like fudge cake. I've
but it's
noticed.
so
Yeah.
nice. It's
Yeah.
so
You can
nice.
clock it. What is it like? Just on in the front?
No, it's in the fridges.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, this first cake.
And
Just
they,
gotta
they give you a
request
little bit
it.
of double
Oh,
cream
okay,
on the
okay,
side.
okay.
It's like the only buy thing, the slicer.
Tiny.
Small slice.
What, Nando's?
How much is it?
No, they're decent. Depends
They're
which
small,
one you
man.
go.
What? How much is it? Like
It's about £5, yeah, about that.
For a small piece. You can get the whole bloody cake for £5.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
Let's
they,
find out where they're sourcing that shit.
It's mad. That's profit right there.
Yeah.
That's extra profit right there. Give me a slice. £5.
what's next on the
Cake
agenda?
costs
Huh?
$150, but
But yeah, the woman. Do you feel Alright, listen. Do
What
you,
woman?
The woman who
you
killed
got
the
to
guy in
explain.
his
You got to
house.
explain the story.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I said, what do you?
Botham Jean. So, from what I know, I don't remember it all fully.
I don't know. I don't know the names.
All right, an off-duty police officer went into her
Where did this
went into a
happen?
housing complex. I don't remember where in America. Somewhere.
Wait, what's the name so I can Google? Why, my phone isn't
Was it New
working.
York? Type in
No.
Wait, my phone ain't
Botham Jean.
working. Oh, there we are. Piece of shit.
And she
On what state?
imagine
Botham Jean.
Botham Jean,
Botham.
but Jean like Jean.
Jean.
Yeah, so they live in an apartment complex there, and she basically went to the wrong apartment. So his
Thinking it was
apartment
hers, right?
yeah, his apartment was one level below hers, and apparently she said the corridors look the same, the apartments look quite similar.
How'd you mix that up?
That's what I'm thinking. So somehow she got into the apartment. I don't remember how the door wasn't locked. I'm not really sure how that happened. And as he was getting up from his chair, like his sofa, she shot him. He was just eating ice cream. Obviously, she just clapped him in his own crib. Then she called. I think she called the ambulance or called the emergency services.
I heard
and
the
then
call.
I started hearing the call, and then obviously that all happened. Now, then they said that how they found like mad tweets about how she would like clown like black people.
But no,
Really?
but on a real thought though, how could you not
into the wrong?
No, I'm saying, how could you say that you didn't? How could you enter his apartment? How did she enter his apartment?
This is what I was trying to find out.
Is in America like in TV shows where they don't lock their doors?
It's an apartment.
Nah,
you
it's an apartment.
You always have
you
your
would.
stuff.
I know
have
that.
it.
How did you enter the wrong one? How did you go on the wrong floor?
I don't understand that.
He was sitting, and she said, apparently it was on a lower floor, and he was a dangerous intruder, and he was sitting on the couch eating ice cream.
Yeah, he was eating ice cream apparently.
And he's a dangerous intruder.
So you shoot on set.
But she had the gun, and she's the police officer,
Yeah.
and her first act was to shoot him. A man that's sitting down eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't a dangerous intruder, would you not find out what he's doing first? No, in terms of like, did he?
Yeah, of course.
Like, if he's if he's sitting down eating ice cream.
I'm not shooting. I'm not shooting. Like,
you wouldn't just clap. You would be like, bro, like, do you know what I mean? But
she's the officer though. She's a police officer, so.
But that isn't even what I was getting to. So yeah, this is what happened. He's died now. Now she's just been sentenced 10 years. Yeah, with the possibility of getting out of 5.
Why you shitting me?
Because I was just making sure you'd listen to me.
Yeah, man.
Then yeah, with the chance of getting out after 5.
Yeah.
The guy who she killed, okay, one of the brothers said, "I hope you rot in hell." Now the other brother was like, "I forgive you, and I don't even want you to go to jail."
And the dad said, "No." The dad said, "He wanted her to get a stiffer sentence." He said that.
What do you feel?
I feel
For murdering someone innocent in their own house. Imagine you like someone murdered.
I'm genuinely thinking. House. That's what I'm saying. I genuinely feel it's a bullshit sentence in terms of
10 years.
Yeah, and also I don't know. I don't know.
Get out of 5.
I don't know if
the judge hugged her.
What did the South?
Why the judge hugging her?
That's what I'm saying. The judge hugged her, so she's getting out in 5. Like she's not.
No, why the judge hugging her for sentencing
like
someone that killed someone?
That doesn't happen. Like,
I'm sorry.
It's true.
I'm
literally
trying to comprehend. If I'm actually in my house eating ice cream, watching TV, someone literally opens my door, shoots me, and I'm dead. I did not trouble anyone in my life. Bro, I'm sitting down watching TV and you enter my house and shoot me dead. And then you cry when you get sentenced, for one. When you got a minimal sentence, I don't know how, to be honest, I don't know how the brother put his hand on her. I do not know how he could comprehend, like, hugging someone that killed in his own home. It wasn't even a situation where I felt threatened. You came into his house.
What did the South African guy get for killing his
Pistorius?
Yeah.
Is he still in there?
I don't know.
I think he's.
What did he
we all
get?
forgot about him. Pistorius. You remember when he shot her in the bathroom?
He shot his girlfriend.
The guy that has no legs, the runner.
Yeah.
Bro, please. Why is he so confused?
I don't know the story.
It was going on for like how long?
It's like one of the biggest cases in history. Oscar Pistorius. The guy that has no legs, the runner that has no legs.
Yeah. And he shot his girlfriend in his apartment in the toilet bathroom.
Why is he so... Bro, this guy...
Have you not heard of the story?
No.
But how
This is ages ago.
Yeah.
Wait, well, and I don't even know how.
Well, not ages, years, a few years
Type
ago.
in Oscar P and it'll come up.
What was his sentence?
I'm gonna try.
What did he get?
Oh yeah, I found him.
Because it's a very like similar story.
No, but this is worse because that's...
Oh yeah, that one's worse.
Because he was...
But I want to know
they
how much...
said that he was just angry. There was a lot of confusion with that one. People were screaming and no one knew what was happening. It sounded like he was angry and he shot through the door.
But I want to know how much he got.
Well, he just clapped his girl.
Yeah.
Shot her up.
Pretty much.
The thing is,
no, like
because he has no legs.
He woke up. He heard noises, and then.
But he said that he didn't know who it was. But then people were saying that they heard yelling
before.
So it sounded like an argument. Wait, hold on.
In his bathroom.
In 2007,
he shot through the door.
In 2017, they said that it got increased to 15 years.
15 years.
Oscar murder sentence increased to 15 years. That was in 2017. 15 years. But that's South Africa, though.
Yeah, that is true.
He shot this woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, yeah.
Like that was definitely a madness. This is just unforgivable. I mean, do you think that he had this guy like? Do you think that maybe just how we are? Do you think he was a bigger man than us to be able to hug her?
Forgive her.
Yeah, to be able to forgive her. Do you
It
feel
does take someone.
Yeah, it definitely
does take
takes something.
a certain level of maturity. Yep.
But
A
I don't
certain
know, man. Not
perspective.
so soon.
Yeah.
It just happened. Well, actually, no, it happened like, is it last year?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
But-
even want to look at her.
She's only just been sentenced.
Yeah.
it's
You've
mad,
got to
bro.
be.
And the problem, I'm telling you, like, it's just the fact that, and I just feel like the fact that, what would actually annoy me is why is a judge hugging her?
Yeah.
Why are you comforting
Don't
a
let give her
criminal?
life.
No, why are you comforting a criminal?
Yeah. It's mad.
Well, apparently though, it was like she was hugging other people,
Oh yeah, no, you're right, yeah.
and
I think,
the woman came to her, to the judge, and kind of like reached out to her.
Oh,
But
yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
And
yeah.
the judge apparently
Yeah,
allegedly.
no, I think
The judge
you're right.
didn't want to like
She hesitated.
hug her. She kind of hesitated, but obviously the girl was coming to her like, I don't know. That's why you kind of see it in the woman's face.
Yeah.
Have you seen the picture of it? Of
You
her
can see it.
hugging?
Yeah, I saw him hugging.
Yeah,
No,
that's why her face is out there, because I don't think she like actually wanted to do it, but I don't know. That's the story I got after hearing
Okay.
that she did. The judge.
she's not
going
to do
the
the
judge
time.
didn't
Though.
go up to her.
She won't
she
do it.
won't.
I don't
It's
think
the other way
she won't do the full time. They have good behavior and everything in
5
America. Yeah, they have good behavior and everything, and then she'll be out. Unless do you think she'll get a job back in the force?
And you don't. No.
Are you allowed to have criminal conviction on the force?
I've never heard of one going. Well, I don't know.
Because them cops
Maybe
are
maybe
cookers, man.
that stuff's not
That's
public.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
they're funny.
It's one of them ones where you just want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe it's just not public, but then clearly someone would see.
But I feel
Oh, gee.
I have a
Just
fe-
back on
I have a feeling like they would be like, oh,
Well, they put you somewhere else and just.
Or I would feel
another
like-
department.
Yeah. Like she'll just do like.
but being a cop in,
Office or
Yeah,
you're
she'll just
not.
be in.
but being
like,
a
back
cop,
of her
but
house.
being a cop in jail, I'm sure it's gonna be hella hard for one.
Yeah, that's gonna.
yeah.
Mad. Because people you put.
Maybe
in
that's
there,
why you can't put them in for longer, because a cop in jail. When you find out a cop
Yeah,
is in jail,
life.
they're gonna have to protect her
That's
for
calm, I
real.
guess. Well, she's gonna be protected anyway. Look at the
Yeah.
treatment she's been
But
getting.
one
Yeah.
thing in terms of like when you come out, it's one of the ones they probably be like, if you just agree to the charges, there'll be a place for you when you get back. You know, one of them ones.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
It's mad though.
and
For
this
such
just-
a fatal mistake. Like,
And this just brings it.
Yeah. That's a mad.
it's like
'Cause
she's
she
still
was
getting rewarded.
apologising,
It's like she's
yeah.
still getting rewarded
But even if
for
I
a
don't
massive
know, it's
mistake.
mad. Do you think it was an accident?
What she done?
Yeah.
I thought it was the wrong floor. Did she get on the
That's the thing,
elevator?
do you
Not-
I don't think so.
was she
No, no, no.
drunk? Was she
That's-
drunk?
I don't know. I actually.
Clearly, it was a mistake.
Yeah,
She didn't-
it was the
but it's
yeah.
like, what makes you? It's the mentality of these cops though, just in general with the guns. Like,
Yeah.
It's the
never understand
It's the
it.
mentality of America. It's the
shoot on
it's
sight.
the
like,
mentality
I
of
can't understand
America.
this. I can't. Yeah, exactly. I can't understand that
To
mentality.
shoot- to
so
shoot.
it's hard to comment on it in that perspective because they always say, "I fear for my life," and that
Yeah.
just
Sure.
straight draw for the gun, like without hesitation.
Yeah, because for instance, like say if she burst in, he probably got up because he was scared,
Of course.
Yeah.
and
of
then
course.
she then bang.
Yeah.
It's like, what's he doing? And then
It's like you
Because he
can't.
thought someone was breaking into his crib, so obviously you're gonna.
Yeah,
Someone did
obviously
break
you're
into
gonna be
his
scarred,
crib.
like, who's that?
Exactly.
And jump up.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
You can't just
someone
shoot
breaking into
shoot
his
I'm
first
saying
and
there's-
ask questions later. That's crazy.
yeah.
And you're a cop. This
Yeah,
is what I'm
it's
saying. You
mad.
should be
You
the
thought that would have
opposite.
been.
Yeah,
You
it's true.
thought that
You
would
You
have
should be
been
the last
true,
person
yeah.
doing
Yeah,
shooting
it's-
on
yeah.
site.
It's
You know
sad,
what?
man.
Right.
It's sad, and
You should be trained not to shoot people.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
my only problem with this image, as well, is the fact is I think the media are going to use it as a way to be like, see, black people like the police in America. See, we're fine. We can be forgiven for
Don't know about that.
what we do.
They'll
I mean,
definitely
no, but I
push-
mean-
they'll definitely push the narrative. But I don't
No, but
they'll
think
push
about
that.
the image. No, but think about
anyone agrees with her sentencing. To be fair.
no, but think about the image in terms of like usually when you had like Trayvon Martin and that, like when he was shot and stuff, and then you have so many. It's America when you have so many like, oh, black people get killed by cops. So when they get this iconic image of a black person was killed by a cop, but a black man can
Oh yeah,
forgive
they're
him.
definitely gonna
That's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna play that card. Like
They're definitely
see,
gonna
you
use
know what I
that
mean?
as much
It can
as
be
they
like,
can.
it
Yeah,
can be like,
just
see,
the image alone.
Yeah.
it's like, see, he's bigger than probably all the ones that
Yeah.
can't forgive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I hope, like, I really hope that they don't use that as a way to think that this action can be justified.
Yeah, I don't know if I could forgive. I don't know. Just for the fact
I
that
personally couldn't. If you
Just
took
for the fact
if you took
all-
away my brother from me, when he's living peacefully.
Exactly.
That's my problem.
Just all the names you just mentioned before, like of all the tragedies, and it's like,
It just makes you think. One thing, it just makes you think. It happens too much.
too often.
It happens too much
Too often.
to make it easy to forgive.
Three that are forgive you just like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
When there's like hundreds of kids, like
Yeah.
parents that are just devastated,
Yeah.
their lives destroyed because of these
yeah.
mistakes, quote unquote.
Because
mistakes.
the question is, why is it always black? That's the thing. That's the thing. Why?
Yeah.
And then it just makes you think. That's where the anger comes from. That's where the lack of forgiveness comes from. Because why is it always black? Man, it's messed up, man.
It's actually true, you know.
Then they always make it out like we're always angry for no reason. It's like, okay, yeah, cool.
It's true, because if they had acted any other way, they would have been like, look at them. So I feel like maybe even the way he acted, he was just trying to like almost show that he knows. I think deep down he was
the brother.
Yeah, the bro. I think maybe he was like, you know what, fuck it, like just to show that we have like some level of humility. He's just gonna do it. I don't think he wanted. I don't know if he genuinely wanted
To do that, you've got.
Yeah, he said a lot as well. Though.
Yeah,
like,
to do that, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's on another level. I don't know what he's on. But maybe that's how he deals with grievement. I don't know. We're all different.
Yeah, maybe.
We're
Yeah,
all
that's,
different.
maybe that's
Yeah, maybe that's the only way you can kind of
it's true,
comprehend.
he
Like,
gets over it.
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
It is. Yo, Dane, how would you feel if your boy texts you this and said it looks like you?
Oh no, not this.
How would you feel if your boy
texts
texts you that, a white guy, and he said,
doing something, mate.
and he said, oh, that looks like
This,
you.
oh, that's. The response would be me pulling up, fam. That's the response.
I'm
Pull
outside.
Up, fam. I'm outside, my guy. Listen,
I'm outside.
that's clearly racist.
That's funny.
I'm pulling up. I'm outside. Yeah, Bernardo Silva, a footballer, had posted a picture to Mendy, a friend of his, of what I don't know what that thing is. What is it?
It's a Spanish
Is it a cartoon or a toy?
cartoon, I think. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it looks like some. I
It's
don't know.
offensive. That's what it is.
It's offensive
I
thing
don't
with
know.
big red lips.
Oh yeah, what he sent obviously and said,
He
guess
sent
who
it
to him.
he put it on Twitter saying, "Guess who?" And that's a picture of him as a baby. And he said,
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah,
Are you mad?
and then Mendy's out here.
on site,
Mendy's out here, no, but he was like saying, "Okay, you got me on this. That's 1-0 to you." So he's making a joke of the situation, and then everyone's like, "That's racist. You can't send that." Blah blah blah. And then he responded, "Like I can't even joke with a friend these days, you guys." Like, so
What?
he don't even defend, huh?
What,
The guy that
dude he
posted the picture,
that.
the guy that he said, "I can't even joke with a friend now."
That's not a joke, fam. Because it's like
It's not a joke.
it's not a joke.
And the thing is, this is what annoys me. Man City are like, they're like backing him.
What, the guy who said it's just a joke?
The guy that sent the picture back, he's like one guy.
They're like, oh no, it's just bounce.
Yeah, no, he's just like, well, it's like, yeah, it's just like, oh, it's not.
But do you know what it is, fam? The dude who said it's 1-0 to you, he's pussy, fam. It's him. He pisses me off because he don't do shit. Even that time, yeah,
He set
when
pace.
he was walking with him.
Did
they
you
were
see that
walking
one?
next to each other.
They're walking next to each other, and he goes, my mate, he's not wearing any clothes. He's naked today.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a black
He should've
t-shirt.
just dropped him there, fam. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's his fault that he's doing that. That's why I can't
doesn't
say
even
anything,
reply, yeah.
bro.
He doesn't reply
Like,
to him.
If you're letting him violate, then he's gonna violate. Fam.
Because the thing is,
Like,
because
and
I
we're
do have a
just
problem with that. Because
witnessing-
I don't think the guy is actually like a racist. Like, he's not out there being like,
Nah.
he's saying racist things, but I don't think he's an actual racist.
What it is, yeah, it's like basically
He's an
because
idiot, and his boy should set him
because
in,
that
put him in place.
probably happens amongst friends, and this is why Man City are backing him. That shit probably happens amongst friends
In the changing room.
and they're not famous, fam. People who ain't famous, they're probably doing the same shit, so no one cares. Obviously, these men are big in it, so they see it.
But why would you put it on
But
Twitter as well, though? So
he's
he got
still
comfortable.
violating.
He got comfortable.
Too comfortable.
He got comfortable. But his
that
boy.
time when they were
gotta
together,
set
he
the
should have
tone.
just slumped him there, fam.
But now.
Whenever they were when I saw them walking together, it was like, he's not wearing any clothes. Blech.
And
You
he's
gotta
really,
say, you have to shut it down.
He's really
I would have
small as well,
continued
you know.
that story, fam. I would have been the one continuing that live stream, fam. Fuck that.
And the thing
violate,
is,
'cause
but
that's
the
not-
real talk. But
that-
I'm just saying, when
image,
imagine opening your phone and
That-
my man has sent guess who, and he sent that
Yeah.
to
To all your fans,
Yeah,
you know.
because you know,
Bruv, are you
that's,
mad?
and that's what it is. That's
Like
why it's mad.
A little
And it's,
monkey
that's
thing.
It's never
not
private,
something-
it's public.
Yeah, and that's not something that's just to him. It's not like it's
Yeah.
not like just his kind of plight, like his kind of struggle. It's black people. Do you know what I mean? That's something black.
And then
people
you
actually
share
deal
it
with.
publicly.
It's not
to everyone.
That's not bants between friends now. Now you're kind of
Yeah,
trying
why
to
do-
bants with the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like that image doesn't just affect him, because there's people who had to live through that era where they had that image showed, and they used to get violated with that kind of. Do you know
It
what I mean?
wasn't a personal.
yeah,
it's
it
not-
wasn't
It's not a
black people
personal,
anymore.
private
Yeah.
racist joke.
No.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
thing when he was like, "Oh, he's not wearing any clothes." That's all. Like that's
But why
that's
you-
more personal than that. Like that's more.
and that's still
allowable
public
than
as well.
that.
You're still doing
Yeah,
it to
that's
fans.
But
more.
the thing is,
acceptable
why
than
are
that.
you?
Like, just say it to him directly, bro.
Yeah,
Don't,
exactly.
Don't,
Just be like, "Oh, this is you." That's it. Done. Done. That's it. You could have done that, fam. But that's just them two man. Do you know what I mean?
Man said,
That was automatic. I didn't even mean to do that. It's because I saw the image too many times, bro. You showed me that image too many times. You just made me change.
this guy hopped on it. He hopped on the wave, bro.
Man, so yeah,
Man said, who?
bro.
I did it without
So
even thinking.
that's. It's just basically, obviously, because they're famous, it's like magnified, isn't it?
I'm just
But
saying. The fact
it's
is, like, you
still
can't.
violating.
You can't. No,
You
because
can't be that
can't.
ignorant,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You can't be that ignorant.
No, but the thing is, though, you
You're
can't.
being way too ignorant.
No, I'm saying you can't set pace with.
You're going
letting-
out of your way to be
Yeah,
racist.
that's
Where you
wild.
finding
Yeah,
it?
found
Where
that-
you?
Because the
I'm
thing,
saying,
he
like-
put in two cut images as well, so
And
he
you
found
know-
a picture
you know
of the
them
little.
Did his
images
research,
as a little
like-
kid.
No, so he must have dug through the.
But why did
depth
he
to find
let
that.
him set pace like that? I don't want to open my
Yeah,
phone.
you can't set the tone. You can't let your friend
Was-
do that to you.
And is that where it started?
but
Was
this
that
is-
image? Where did it start?
No, this is the one that called up. That's the second one. But
The one you saw is the first one.
What was the first one?
story.
With the no
Oh, the
clothes.
story was the first.
But the thing,
one.
no, that,
I
but
feel
no
like
one
he tweeted
talked
something
about
before that, though.
about that at the time. That only
Yeah.
came out after this one. But what's annoying me, because okay, he's being charged now, and he has a certain amount of days to respond to the claims. Like, because the FA have actually charged him now with an act of racism, because they've actually said you breached
Just
this,
admit it and done, bro.
you breached this kind of you breached this kind of rules.
Just
Yeah.
accept.
Which but the thing is, this is what's annoying me the most is why are Man City like and him, they don't accept any responsibility for this. Like, they're fully just
It's their business. They're not
no,
trying to
but
associate
this is what I'm
them.
saying. Like, when
They're gonna back him to
No, but
to
a
end. He
smart-
gets fined.
Is
That's
he
it.
like? Is
but
he
what
like
I'm saying
a
a
key player?
smart, yeah.
Right now, yeah.
But what I'm saying,
That's why
what
then,
I'm saying, a smart team, business wise, would be like, oh, we're gonna treat this seriously and we're gonna handle it internally. No, you would say,
No.
or you would say you're gonna do some action.
No, if you're a football club, no, you're not.
You do.
Not if you're a football
You
club, you're
do.
not. You're not.
Yes, you do. You say you're gonna take. You're gonna take action.
They're
know
doing the old. They're
You
doing
say-
the old school rule.
you
We
say-
don't know what
Yeah.
he's talking about.
No, you
we
say-
don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah.
No, you
We're not
say-
involved.
No, no,
because,
no,
bro,
no,
if you wanna find him,
bro,
find
because
him.
as
That's what they're
soon
saying.
as
My
you-
problem is
as
they
soon as
put-
you say
no,
anything, you
they
pick
put-
the side.
Yeah,
As soon
no,
as you
yeah.
say something,
No, why?
and that's why they don't say anything.
No, because you have no.
But they're backing the player. But that's politically.
exactly- no,
That's,
but-
isn't the players
no,
backing the player, not the company?
No,
not the,
they are. The
team.
manager backed him.
the manager.
Oh,
That's a bad look,
Thing back
bruv.
him as well, though.
That's a bad look.
Who?
Sterling. Did you not hear it?
He
The
looked
club, the whole club's.
But what I'm
backed
saying
him.
is, did you see this? Because Sterling basically is a big advocate for basically black people. Like, he's the one that posted when an article was about a white person, about a positive thing about a young white footballer, and they had a
They can't go
stuff
against him
about a
anyway.
black thing.
They can't go against
So
him.
like, he's been like that guy that like, he's like a big advocate for let's kick it out in terms of racism. So I felt like that interview. If you watch the interview after a football game, they made Sterling talk about the incident. He looked like he was being puppeted with what to
Probably
say.
was.
Like, that wasn't how he felt. I could tell he's probably like, bruv, you need to cut that. Like, you could, because he's a real guy. Like, if you see, like, he looks like Mandem. So it looked like the
But
way
clearly-
they asked him, like, do you think it was a racist? And he was kind of like, he was umming and ahhing, like he didn't want to say.
Clearly,
no, it's
something's
not.
been said for everyone to
But
be
it's
like,
like, no, but he
say
wasn't,
this.
But this was annoying. Like, he
Internally,
wasn't
we'll
even,
handle it or
bruv, he
something.
wasn't even man of the match in that game. They didn't need to talk to him. They said, go out there and talk to the media, bro. Because you're the guy that can. Because I even said when this happened, I was like, I wonder what Sterling thinks. That was my thinking. So they were like, go send my man to tell
Bruv,
them
it's
it's
just
okay.
political, bruv.
And it just pissed me. I don't like City already because I'm a Man United fan. But this just gives me more reason to be like, you guys are scum, bro. I was like, why are you backing him?
They're not gonna get involved.
They are getting involved by backing it, the
They're not gonna get
situation.
involved.
And now Benfica.
He's gonna get punished individually, and then the
No,
club will be like, okay,
no,
fine.
but now
That's it.
Benfica are backing him. Benfica said, "Oh, that's a cartoon that we in our country." They're just like, oh, it's just a cartoon in our country. Why are Benfica jumping in now?
All that's gonna happen is he's gonna get fined and that's it.
Oh my days.
Everyone moves on.
What, yeah, no, actually, real talk, yeah, but what is that from?
It's apparently from Spanish
It
cartoon.
is some Spanish something apparently.
And you can have that in that TV clearly. Look at it.
It just looks so bad, you know.
For instance, there's a lot of people at work here.
Because what is it meant to be?
So they call Kevin De Bruyne the Milky Bar kid.
That hasn't got the same connotation to me.
Nah, yeah. Well, of course.
No. Why?
They
Because
call
there's a big.
There's another player.
He's a ginger. He's like a ginger guy, like a pale.
They call him the Milky Bar kid, innit?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, why didn't the person
Is the Milky
that called him
Bar?
that-
Is he?
Why didn't they get fined?
No, he's blonde.
Why is Bernardo Silva getting fined?
So what's the?
I was like, it's
That's
not
what I'm saying.
the
No,
same.
it's not the same. No, why?
But
Because
they don't understand
there's
it.
something
Yeah.
to do with this monkey feature with big red lips. There's a history behind that. There's no
Yeah,
history
that's what
behind the
I'm
Milky
Oh,
Bar
can't be
kid.
doing that.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no
what I'm
history behind
saying.
the Milky. Like if someone said he looked like Akon, that's not as offensive. I still like that's ignorant because I don't look like Akon. But that's not racist. There's the lip.
Yeah,
It's the lips and the monkey
Old school
thing.
1950s looking cartoons.
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
When you
That
pick
is-
when you pick a cartoon,
You've
that
gone
is-
out your way to
yeah,
do that
that
shit.
is
You've
what
gone out of your
racism
way.
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm saying,
Cartoon.
bro. Like it's the same as like Mr. Popo. You look like him. How do
Yeah.
I look like this
Yeah,
thing?
same thing.
Yeah, it's just like that's just racist, bro. Because you know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, you should know better to post that. And then the worst part is you deleted it, and then you said, "Oh, come on, I can't even joke with a mate."
But it's
If
just,
you want to joke with a mate, don't post it then.
but it just sums up racism in football anyway.
Huh?
So it just sums up racism in football anyway.
Oh,
It's
man.
never gonna change.
Yeah.
Never gonna stop either.
It's never gonna stop. Why would
Like
it?
in Italy is the worst, for instance.
What happened?
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
form of racism. What,
Yeah,
what
if you
does
hear
everyone
Italy-
do?
did you hear
We'll
in
back,
Italy,
we'll back
yeah,
the racist guy.
Lukaku.
That's it. They're not involved.
Hey, Lane.
Yeah.
In Italy, Lukaku, yeah, footballer, black footballer. Some commentator said the only way to stop him is to give him bananas. That was while he's in Italy.
It's just football, isn't it?
He's been suspended.
This is what happens.
Suspended. Not fired, suspended. Like, you can come back, don't worry, we'll let it die down a bit.
Yep.
You know, all the man
what
were
I'm saying.
laughing in the studio at the time.
They get whoever does the racism.
Well,
They get punished and they get.
Yeah, you didn't say the whole thing though.
What was the rest?
Because he said he was praising. He's like, it's bad that like obviously he was saying he's a great striker, blah blah blah. But he said the only way to stop him. So he was praising him at first.
That's not praise. That's
No, he was
racist.
saying that he was a good striker, but then he said the only way to actually stop him is to say, "Oh, I'm gonna throw 11 bananas at him."
Why does the matter? Why does the
that's an
why does the rest matter?
Why did you do
that's
that?
not
though? Why did
praise.
you say that?
Exactly.
I don't know. That's
Is that a compliment?
That's
Is
not
that what I
praise.
want to hear?
That's
That's
an
an insult.
yeah.
That's not a backhand. That's just racist,
just
bro.
said
No, but he complimented
He
him.
complimented. He said he's a good striker.
Compliment's
but
gone.
the only way to stop him is to say
like-
a racial thing.
The bananas. Oh yeah.
That's not funny.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's not a compliment.
That's not a compliment.
Someone threw a banana at him before. The same guy. Or anything.
No,
Oh,
it was just a commentator.
it's just him just saying that, but mentioning bananas.
Yeah.
But there's a history of
Him
black
lacking
footballers.
In Italy,
black
getting racially
footballers getting,
abused.
Yeah,
like monkey chants and that throughout history anyway. In
So-
Italy.
It happened to
And
Dan-
isn't
Dan-
Recently
so
as well.
He's basically saying he's good, but the only way to stop him
is
is
to
to
throw
distract him by throwing bananas.
Yeah, basically.
You can't say that shit. That's just like. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
that
I don't
is-
want to say
actually,
nothing offensive
no,
anyway.
okay. As I said, like I thought maybe something had happened before, and like someone had threw a banana at him, and it made him stop playing. But
No, it's
No,
got nothing to do with
bruv,
anything. It's
bruv,
just 'cause
people throw banana skins on the pitch at black players.
Yeah, I'm
all the
doing monkey
time.
chants.
yeah, yeah.
They know
that
what they're
was-
doing, and he
yeah,
knew
that's-
what he was
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Say if you found out one of the
That's-
players was Jewish and then said something offensive
Yeah.
like that.
I'm just saying you should know better than that. Let's be honest. Like, and the thing, you just take your L, man. Don't fight it. Just take your L.
Who?
Bernardo Silva. Take your L.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna
If-
ride it. He's gonna ride
He's
it
gonna
out.
no, but he might try to appeal because he doesn't believe he's done
Probably
anything
not.
wrong. Huh?
No, but the thing
then you're an
that's what
idiot
I'm
for appealing.
No, of course he will. But it's like
At least say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've caused offence."
Oh, he's not making me feel like I've done it.
No, he's gonna be like, well, yeah,
because if he
they're-
said it's fine,
no,
then
because they're getting the
say
guy to
anything.
the guy's gonna also help his appeal and say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's
yeah,
his
it's fine."
defense.
Yeah,
He's gonna be like,
exactly.
"Oh,
So
my
how's he
friend,
gonna
my
get
friend."
charged?
Well, the guy's aside. No, because he's already been.
They're
No, he's
both-
already
they're
been.
both just
He's
as
already
bad.
been charged.
By
Yeah, the FA have already charged him.
The action.
It's
itself.
just he has a certain amount of time to appeal the charge. But if you appeal and fail, which the FA about 80% actually fail when they try and appeal anyway, you get more additional bans or punishment.
Accept the fine.
So sometimes
Start
the
more
best thing to do is just accept it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
take
and
it.
take it.
But they're getting him to.
Yeah, now no one's gonna speak about it ever again. Now
What's that
after
person?
this,
It was someone that was backing him as well.
more racist.
It was a black man actually. He was saying that it's not.
Yeah.
he-
John Barnes.
Yeah,
John
he was-
Barnes is a side man. He's
But
backed
he
some
was
other
backing- but he
racist
was
stuff
backing it.
before
He
as
was
well.
backing Bernardo Silva.
He's backed some other
He's
racist stuff
confusing.
before.
I don't understand.
Bro, football
He-
just sounds racist, fam.
He's backed
It
some
just
other
sounds like
racist
the
There's
stuff.
all
racist
these black
kind of-
black players that come out as
Yeah.
spokesmen and to
It
just back these
sounds
racism. I don't know, man. I don't
And
know.
that's why it's gonna
It's just
stay this
political.
way.
It's all political,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's why it's gonna stay that way. And it's surprising how he would say
just
something.
sums up football.
Yeah.
Sums up racism in football in general. It's like it's just controlled.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
So I
Just
swear
take
that
it
whole
off.
FIFA thing was the mad as well. Like the guy who owns FIFA, wasn't he like hella race? Like,
I don't know.
Is
I
is
can't
that-
say. I haven't heard
Oh.
anything about
What's
FIFA.
Wait, isn't the guy who owns
Oh,
FIFA
are you talking
French
about?
guy?
Are you
The
talking about
scandal that happened
Platini?
French
recently.
dude? Who's the French? He's French, right? The guy who owns FIFA.
The guy who
is
lost
French.
his job and all that.
The Swiss
stuff.
guy.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, he was Swiss. He was Swiss.
Oh, the guy who-
Platini.
That's French.
No, not Platini. Sorry,
No.
sorry. What's
He's
his
gonna
name?
have to go
It's
over
like-
it.
but
The
I'm
evil
always
guy.
hearing racist
But it's
shit.
just
Whenever-
the whole corruption
Bro,
thing.
whenever I hear,
Blatter,
whenever I
no,
hear football,
Seb
I hear
Blatter.
racist.
Yeah,
Seb Blatter.
the whole corruption thing.
Yeah, he's Swiss. Seb Blatter. He was racist, but they had this one picture of him just shaking hands with a black man.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not.
That means
racist.
he's not.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not racist. But he
See?
lost his
See,
job.
I told
though.
you.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
I shake their hands. Give me gloves.
Yeah, I just feel like every time I hear football, it just sounds weird. There's always some sort of race thing.
I'm just saying, and
It's supposed to be
I'm just saying these black players are causing,
Yeah.
like Mendy, are causing the problem as well. Stop, bruv. Don't give him a pass, bro. You can't give him a pass.
Yeah, he's just.
You
he's
have
just,
to shut that
he's
down.
just count- yeah.
You have to shut that
Because
down.
it's, other than that,
He's just
it'll
as
start
bad.
to spin
Yeah.
off,
You can't-
and
you
it's
can't-
gonna
you
start
can't
getting
allow
bad,
that.
and then they'll just normalize it.
It is going to
Yeah.
become. As I said, it is going to become.
Open the
If he doesn't
laptop.
get- if he doesn't get banned,
Open the laptop.
yeah, if he doesn't get banned,
Open it. Oh,
What are you talking
I thought it was locked.
No.
Yeah, exactly, fam.
What are you saying, Carl?
Chill out, bro.
Yeah, no. As I said, me personally, he's gonna get away. I think he will get away with it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna just see it more.
Yeah, they're just normalize it. If they don't, like shut it down now and just charge him off, then yeah, it's gonna get normalized. And then,
But then,
before
as I
you know
said,
it-
even these bans are pointless anyway. They're bloody rich.
yeah, it's true. It's
No,
just
the
like a
game,
holiday,
no, the
innit,
game
really?
bans though.
So okay, what you play 3, you're still getting paid for it.
No, I'm talking about it just the effect on the pitch though, in terms of
Wow,
missing key players.
it's Man City. It's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
player.
yeah.
It's
It
nothing.
doesn't do anything.
You got to take some kind of action. Why would you? Why would?
I hear
That's-
that,
that's
but
not
it's
doing
not
nothing.
going to do anything.
No, but what I'm saying is.
That's what I said. They take the punishment, then it continues.
But
Yeah,
what I'm saying
yeah,
is-
that's mad. See,
Okay,
from
so
what you
what?
guys
No,
said,
what I'm saying
somebody
is,
get
you just
punished like
sound.
that.
No, what I'm saying, you just sound.
Really?
You right say, the punishment's not going to do anything, so let's not even bother punish. That's stupid.
No one said anything about no.
Nah,
Exactly.
really,
So you
I'm
still
saying
got to do
something
it.
more severe.
Yeah, they're saying some more severe punishments.
So
where it
what would you
actually
say?
affects.
I don't know. Take him like 15, 20 games.
Yeah, like if
Suarez
you
got a
get
lot.
paid,
Suarez got 10, 15.
No pay. I don't know. Something.
Didn't Suarez get 10, 15 for the everything?
I can't remember what you got.
But he bit
should know, I
he
don't
bit
know.
people and he bit people and everything.
Fucking hell. What's this dude that's beefing everyone?
You just,
He was.
Wait, is that the one that just kept just fighting Donnies?
He,
Every time
he
saw
bites.
him, just-
He bites a
you just
lot.
see it.
Oh,
Wasn't that once?
Well, who
Two
He
people.
bit like two
who
people
does he bit
in his
about?
Oh, he
career.
did.
He bit someone in Holland.
Yeah, but he wasn't fined for that. For all of that.
He got the
though.
everything. He fined for
Got
the.
fined for biting.
But
yeah.
then he got also a suspension for the Evra, where he just kept saying the word black in Spanish at him for the whole game.
And he refused to shake his hand and all
It
that.
was like negro or something. Negro. He kept calling him negro.
Yeah.
And then in
I
and then in
that.
Uruguay they were like, "What are you talking about? That's what we call black people over there. It's not racist." And it's like
don't
you
call
ain't
people
helping.
black. You don't call people black. Man. You just say.
Like, why are you saying that to him on the pitch
Yeah.
over and over again? If
In
I was
his
ever,
face.
I would have slumped
In
him,
his
bro.
face, yeah.
Football was mad, fam.
I'll take the
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'll take the
Same.
suspension. I'll slump
That's
him.
why I don't watch football. It's just mad.
That's not why you don't watch.
Bro, you know what?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I watch
just like-
Football Factory. Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I watch football. Have you seen Football Factory?
I've seen Green Street. No,
Is
this
that the
is
one with
England.
what's
No,
his
I
name?
watch This
With-
is England.
What's his name in Green Street?
No, I watch This is England.
Football Factories. That's one with the guy from Wimbledon.
Is that the Chelsea smile?
I
Get a
don't know
good
what
old
one.
Chelsea smile.
That one's just mad, fam. I saw that. I'm like, right, these
I don't
Donnies
think it's
are
that.
just- they just look racist. I'm like, this football
Yeah,
white.
hooligan.
I was
It's
like,
the hooligan
football for
life.
white Donnies,
Yeah,
fam. I
hooligan
ain't
life.
trying to watch this shit, fam. I was like,
What?
these Donnies
When you
are
watch
big,
This is
big,
England,
fam.
and the end,
About it.
at the end, you just
I've
get
seen
depressed,
This Is
bro.
England. I
You get
think I've seen
depressed.
This Is
When the black guy just gets beaten up by the
Yeah,
racist
I'm
dude.
like, nah, fam.
Spoiler.
He just, yeah, don't
Like,
worry
I don't
about
know,
it.
that's-
It's been out for long enough, man.
Yeah. I've
It's just
seen, like, I
depressing,
watched
bro.
it, I
And it
saw
ends
the
like
final
that.
game,
You're bare sad. You're like, oh man.
It's the reality of football, innit?
But yeah, I'm just saying, stop. Don't give him a pass, bro.
Yeah, you have to, otherwise it'll be normalized.
Yeah, I can't be recorded for so long, you know. But that can we can say this is a special episode because you're disappearing for a while, ain't it, Dane?
I don't think I think it's still gonna be like an hour anyway.
Yeah, I'll cut some.
Yeah, if you take out the first half an hour, it's still.
I'm not gonna cut out all of it.
I'm gonna come into
I'll
America.
cut and chop and stuff.
More something.
Coming to America.
Oh, the new one.
There's a new one. Well, the remake.
No, it's coming soon.
I'm back with
God.
Is it coming to Netflix? Okay, that was another episode of That was another episode of Chatting Thoughtfish. Thanks for joining us. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Chatting Thoughtfish, and you know where to listen to us. You know where to listen to us. It is SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. It's Chatting Thoughtfish on everything. Until next time, peace. Lock off, bro.
What's with that creepy X?
Yeah, man was just